Hello, warriors. Welcome to the You Movement. I am B. And as promised, I would give you real-time updates of what an awakening is like. And last night and the day before, I posted a couple of videos talking about emotional and physical pain and dealing with the energies that have been coming in, and my strategy of doing a lot of yin yoga was where I was at was the energy was so intense that doing the yin yoga was the only thing really keeping me grounded and keeping me from spinning out completely and utterly, because my mental realm was getting pretty dark and dismal. And so today, the pain has been getting really, really intense. And I did some more yin yoga that turned into a complete breakdown, a complete trauma release. So I want to talk a little bit about trauma release, because it's terrifying when whatever's trapped in you finally surfaces. At this stage, I've been purging and in this purification process for over 3 years now. And, sometimes you can purge some emotions relatively easily. And other times when you're getting into really core stuff, it's very difficult, because your initial response is fear, because you've spent your entire life repressing these traumas that are lodged in your body, and the last thing you want to do is to feel them. The felt experience is terrifying. It's brutal. It's ugly. It's shadow work at its extreme. So I was doing kidney meridian based yin yoga, and that just turned into a snotty mess, screaming. Luckily, I had a dear friend holding space for me through it, because the screams and the releases were quite intense. So my physical body is experiencing extreme aches and pains, and I've been trying to shift whatever's trying to get out of me through the use of the yin yoga, the trigger point release, sauna. Like I've been working it, and today I did a lot of suction cup all down my thighs and my low back and my glutes, where a lot of the pain is. But as we are releasing trauma that surfaces, a lot of this trauma that sometimes comes to the surface is very early wounds that's almost brings you back into child mind. And I've done a lot of videos on trauma, and I have a trauma playlist, so please check that out if you have a lot of trauma in your background and you're looking for ways to release it. I was also doing today a lot of somatic release and reparenting, soothing myself through the process. Like it's okay, everything will be okay, because emotionally, while purging it, there has been the feeling of total confusion, feeling completely lost, feeling not able to handle it, overwhelmed, exhausted, depressed. I'm sure, no doubt, that another chunk of ego is destroyed in this last bout of trauma release, because at the present moment in time, I don't have a clue what I'm doing, what my purpose is, why I'm alive, what was the point of all of this suffering. I have no idea. At one point today, I was just so surrendered to, like, I didn't care if I lived or died at this point in time. I was just saying to Spirit, like, hell, if you want to take me. Like, this is why am I here? What is the point of all of this? It's a brutal experience. I had hoped that I was coming out of Dark Night of the Soul, but I seem to just be going deeper and deeper into it. And Dark Night of the Soul is dark. It's brutal. Releasing trauma has been something I've been doing now for 3.5 solid years. And you're not just releasing this lifetime's trauma. I've released previous lifetime's trauma through this process. And it's not like, sometimes you can identify very clearly what the trauma is, when it originated, and other times it's just confusion, just absolute it's brutal. It's brutal. So I suppose in the recovery part of this process now, completely lost. Completely and utterly lost. I have no idea what it is Spirit wants from me. I don't know the point of it all. So ego is, at the present moment in time, so deconstructed that any identity or any story just is gone. It's like anything could happen. I don't care. Whatever the divine wants from me is what's going to happen. If this is going to be my life for the rest of my life, so be it. If something is going to manifest from all of this, you keep hearing about spiritual awakenings eventually leading to a new life, where I've just been experiencing a lot of endings, a lot of death and destruction. And so at this point, I don't really have a lot of faith when it comes to a new life, because that's sometime in the future. And I'm not in the future, I'm in the now. And in the now, I'm in pain physically. I'm recovering from another bout of a very, very difficult and brutal release. I am confused. I am full of it's a spiritual awakening is not an easy it's not an easy process. I almost feel like saying to people, run for your life. Keep drinking, keep doing drugs, keep being deluded, because it's almost like it's a whole lot easier than reality. When you give up all of those things, all those coping mechanisms, what awaits you is ugly truth, ugly, hard truths that I don't know if people are ready for. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to face my trauma. But Spirit made that decision for me and decided that I was ready, and woke me up and made me face my brokenness. I'm certainly a lot more humble out of the process. That's brought me to my knees more times than I can count. I'm certainly a lot more surrendered than I used to be. I'm certainly a lot more present. All there is really is right now. I worry about people. I worry about people on this awakening path because of what I've experienced and how close I got to the edge so many times of feeling like it's too much. I worry. I worry about all you guys out there that are setting down the path of, I'm quitting this, I'm quitting that, and I'm going to start to face my healing and do my healing work. It's hard. It's hard work. It's very hard work to face all your attachments and what's underneath the attachments, and feel the feels and fears and all the stuff. I guess I just hope that by me sharing my awakening and the process and the tools and the techniques and everything else that I've shared along this way, that I help somebody stay alive. Because because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. You know, most people that do videos on awakenings are all a lot further down the path than me, and they're talking about, you know, oh, when I went through dark night of the soul and when I went through ego death, and they've got a nice, happy, cheerful voice, and they're talking about, you know, how they get out the other end, and I'm talking to you in real time, as in what's happening here and now, and I do that so that others don't feel so alone, because I know how it feels. I know how it feels, and I want you to feel seen, understood, appreciated, for the struggles that you've experienced in your lives, and that includes all of the experiences that you shouldn't have experienced but did. All of the attempts that you've made along the path to heal yourself, like I did, in and out of counseling that did absolutely diddly squat for 30 years. All the frustrations that come along with trying very hard to overcome and survive circumstances that are just insanity. I see you. I understand. This is an absolute brutal process. And I'm sending you all of my absolute love. I want you to know how much I've appreciated everybody's support that I have received in sharing my journey. You know, it's given me motivation to keep going when I've been in the darkest of darks and felt like giving up myself. So it's a two-way energetic exchange, that as much as I'm trying to be here for you, you all have been here for me with your likes and shares, subscriptions, the supers, the comments, all of that. I don't think you can understand or appreciate how much that's kept me going, because in my awakening, I lost everybody. And I have felt exceptionally alone. I'm blessed because God sent me my soul kids. And God sent me some incredible angels, earth angels, soul family, soul tribe, through the internet, without whom, you know, without all you guys and without the soul family showing up, I don't know how I would have got through this. Especially this last year and a half, it's been insane. I can't even tell you how insane it is. to go through everything that I've gone through. It just, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully, I come back up. It seems to be, whether this would be what, my 6th or 7th round of Dark Night of the Soul. Peace out.